Hey, everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Detective Comics, issue number 3. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, where we last left off on issue number 2, Batman is tracking down this new villain in Gotham named the Dollmaker, who has this incredibly nasty habit of removing people's faces. Now, the reason why Batman is tracking down this new criminal, other than the fact that he removes people's faces and he's kind of evil, is the fact that he actually has a young girl captive. In addition to that, this Dollmaker was also able to capture Commissioner Gordon. So will Batman be able to save one of his closest allies and this innocent little girl, or will he get captured by the Dollmaker and put into a very, very dangerous position? Well, with that said, let's jump into issue number 3 of Batman Detective Comics. The issue starts off exactly where issue number 2 left off. And this isn't really any big spoiler, but we find out right away on page 1 that the body that Batman is holding that looks like James Gordon all mutilated isn't actually James Gordon. No, it's just some random deceased dead body. We never learn anything about it. It doesn't matter. But anyways, James Gordon is actually being held by the Dollmaker himself. Batman needs to find a way to fight through the Dollmaker and his henchmen, and at the same time, James Gordon meets up with the little girl that has been captured. Now, apparently the Dollmaker likes to adopt people into his family. Exactly how he goes about this, you could only possibly imagine. Probably mutilates them, psychologically destroys them, and rebuilds them, and he wants to add this young girl to his family. However, she doesn't want to be part of it, and she wants to help out James Gordon and Batman. So she is able to relay a message to the Batman because, for whatever reason, she's not being locked up, and the Batman finds where Commissioner Gordon is being held. Will Batman be able to save Commissioner Gordon? Is there more to this little girl than what may be seen? And is the Dollmaker going to come out on top? And, more importantly, where does the Joker fit in all this? Oh yes, if you remember from issue number 1, Joker plays a part. But exactly what part? And who is pulling the Dollmaker strings? With that said, let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, goes without saying, Tony Daniels' art is beautiful. Although I do like him drawing Dick Grayson a little bit better than Bruce Wayne, he still draws really great art. I think the only thing that throws me off is just Batman's ears are so small. That's about all. The story is progressing very nicely. We set up some new plot points with the little girl and exactly what's happening with the Joker, and we also find out more about who this Dollmaker is. We get a bit of a backstory on him, what's his motives, and exactly what he's trying to do and why he's doing it, which is good. I like to know more about this character. He's kind of a creepy character, and his henchmen / henchwomen are pretty damn creepy too. So it's good that we get more of that character. And there's some pretty good fight scenes in this too. Good action in there. Batman has to fight mutilated individuals who don't fight like normal people, or even like anyone Batman has ever fought before. For example, there's one person, Jack in the Box, whose arms are so malleable and so strong, you can't break his arms. Whether or not his bones were removed, or something else was put in his place, or something happened, you can't break his arms. So it makes it incredibly hard for Batman to fight this guy when he's grappling him. Bad. Well, one bad is, although you get the motivation and you get the backstory for the Dollmaker, you can't help but think that, while this is all well and good, is this going to be a long-lasting character? Because it seems as though his motivations are so connected into a specific element, and I won't reveal what that element is or what his motivations are. You kind of feel like this is kind of going to be a one-shot character. Whether or not that's the case, we're just going to have to wait and see. But it's just his motivation just seems a little too cliche and one-shot-ish. You're going to have to read and actually see what I mean. Another bad is that at the end we got a little bit of a twist. Now, I won't reveal what the twist is, but it does have something to do with the Joker. And it was just very anticlimactic. When we saw the Joker's face removed in issue number 1, that was very interesting. I was very interested to see where they would go. And although it hasn't been truly revealed exactly where it went, it kind of was. Again, you're going to have to read because I don't want to reveal too much, but it seems very anticlimactic. Whether or not you should get it. Well, I've been actually listening to some other comic book fans and reading on message boards, and a lot of people are pretty harsh on Tony Daniel. I believe Tony Daniel, other than being a very, very, very good artist, he's a pretty competent Batman writer. Is he Chuck Dixon? Is he Paul Dini? Is he Dennis O'Neil? Is he Scott Snyder? No. But Tony Daniel does a decent job writing Batman. There are those cheesy moments, like in issue number 1, where he goes, "I am the Knight!" But, I mean, hey, it's just one or two cheesy dialogues here and there. He holds on to Batman pretty well. He handles Bruce pretty well. And he does set up a pretty good story. Again, is he the perfect Batman writer? No. But if you take where Tony Daniel was back at, I believe he started writing at Battle of the Cowl, although I could be wrong, so if I am, please correct me. But if you look back to where he started writing Batman on a regular basis, and to where he is now, the progression is only that of an upwards progression. It's not like he started off good, kind of went downhill, and started up good again, and then went downhill again. He's getting better as time goes on. I feel as though within a year's time, and after writing Batman enough, or any other comic book character, Tony Daniels will be a much more competent, better writer. As of now, he is a good writer. He is a solid writer. He doesn't take anything to too much of an extreme, but he is a decent writer on Batman. Again, the reason why I'm saying this so much is I think people are a little harsh on Tony Daniel because he's not as good as what we're used to, but he's still good and he's getting better. Whether or not you should pick up Detective Comics, yes, it progresses the story. It does have a few hiccups here and there, like the ending was a little anticlimactic. However, overall, it was a good issue. Like a 3.5. Not quite as good as the previous 2 weeks, but I feel as though this is just going to be kind of a transition over to issue 4, which will be another good issue. Yes, this is a good issue if you've been enjoying the story arc at all so far, and if you've been curious about the doll maker, read this issue. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you will too. So with that said, this is Andrew saying peace out for now.